An American soldier from Billings comes home today. His arrival heartbreaking and unexpected.
The body of 23-year-old Nathan Irish transferred from Iraq back to Dover Air Force Base in Delaware this afternoon. The U.S. Army says he died in a non-combat related incident on Sunday while supporting Operation Inherent Resolve.
Irish, described as an outstanding soldier by his superiors, earning 6 medals during his short time in the Army, including the National Civil Defense Medal and the Army Good Conduct Medal.
Q2's Jay Cohn joins us now with more on Sergeant Irish's final welcome home. Jay?
Russ and Janelle, when a U.S. soldier dies overseas, there is an elaborate process and ceremony that takes place at Dover Air Base in Delaware. That's where the Air Force Military Mortuary Affairs Operations Unit is staged. That's where the bodies of American soldiers lost in combat are returned to U.S. soil. Now, reporter Mike Kelly, who's with the USA Today Network, wrote an excellent article this month about that Air Force Mortuary Affairs Unit and the soldier volunteers who work there. In Kelly's words, they are just ordinary people struggling to preserve a small flicker of humanity amid the carnage of war. And among their assignments is to build the soldiers' final uniform, what one of them calls the greatest honor we could ever have.
The soldiers who work in the uniform shop want to get it right, and they work very, very hard on making sure that all of the various medals and insignias that a soldier might have been awarded during his or her career are all in place and all accurate. As I pointed out in my story, there's no room for mistakes here. This is the final journey for any soldier who's killed. Many of them said to me that this is like one of the greatest honors they could ever have in their career in the military, which really struck me because we often think of military folks as wanting to, serve overseas on the front lines, something important like that. Well, this is what they consider vitally important in their work.
Now, the body of Sergeant Nathan Irish officially arrived back to Dover Air Base around 4 p.m. this afternoon. He is among more than 6,800 U.S. military personnel and American civilians who have perished in Iraq and Afghanistan since the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. Irish among more than 2,100 Americans who have died in various war zones who have returned home to Dover Air Base, nearly 50 of them already so far this year. Now, although we did confirm that Sergeant Irish's body did go through what they call the dignified transfer process late today, yet no information on when he'll be returning to Montana. One interesting side note, the Army chaplain who's assigned to that mortuary unit at Dover is Major Darren Schwartz, who's from Kalispell, Montana. We believe he was among those on hand today to offer the final welcome home to Sergeant Irish. Russ and Janelle, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Jay.